Hey guys, and welcome to Defeating Domestic Violence with Movement. My name is Angela Williams, and I'm doing domestic violence prevention using dance movement therapy as a coping skill to heal traumatic experiences. I want to discuss the Netflix series Maid. Now, I promise you I won't do any type of spoilers, but what I want to do for each episode is highlight certain topics. So the first topic that I want to discuss, and this will be broken up into 3 or 4 parts. So tonight is part 1. I want to talk about coercive control. And there are 12 tactics, but tonight I just want to dig into 4. So number 1 is monitoring. What is monitoring? The abuser will use any type of surveillance. So hitting cameras, recording devices to see what you are doing during the day. So he's the breadwinner. He's constantly working. You're trapped in the house. You can't go anywhere. He wants to monitor what time you go to the bathroom, what time you're eating, what you're cooking, and even what type of social media you are on and how long you're on it. Okay, so again, he's Big Brother. He's worse than FBI, CIA, Interpol. He's the one that's monitoring, controlling your every move. Number 2 is isolation. What is the key of isolation, guys? The whole point of isolation is to cut off your support system from family and friends, okay? How do they do that? So they suggest, hey, we don't need 2 phones. Let's get one. Let's share a phone. Hey, we don't need multiple social media accounts. I got Twitter, you got Twitter. I got Instagram, you got Instagram. Let's share it. We don't need separate accounts. They'll suggest that you move far away from your family. You can live in Newark. They want to move you to North Carolina. Why? Because they want to move you from family and friends so they can get you all to themselves and control you and do whatever you want. So it's not like you can go down the street anymore. You're thousands and thousands of miles away. So their whole tactic of control is to move you far away from family as they can. Another tactic that they will use when it comes to isolation, I'm still under isolation, is that they will tell lies to your friends about who you are. They'll mess up and screw up your identity to a point where your friends are shaking their head like, really? She's doing that now? Oh my God, I can't believe that's even her. Now, if you have true friends, and they will see through his lies and notice that something's wrong and they'll come save you. But their tactic is to isolate you and to cut off your support system. Say it with me, cut off support system, all right? Last one, which is very, very conniving, what they will do, they'll convince you that your family hates you. So they'll get in your head and they'll make a scene because your mom or dad hasn't called in a couple of days, like, hey, you must have did something wrong. They really, really hate you. So again, the whole key is to cut off your outside support system. Number 3, name calling. They will maliciously call you all types of names out of the book. They will constantly criticize your identity, who you are. So the whole point of that is to chip down your self-esteem to a point where you don't believe in yourself, that you can only depend on him and his perspective and his view on how he sees you. So if you're this tall, beautiful, dark-skinned or light-skinned woman who's 5'11" or 6 feet, and you have this beautiful, flawless skin and everybody's just falling all over you, and he sees that and he gets jealous, what he would do is say, oh, you're very ugly. Oh, you need to dress a certain type of way. You're not as pretty as you used to be. So you're sitting there and you're at a point where you're looking in the mirror and you're questioning your beauty and who you are. Before, it wasn't like that. Now you're questioning yourself. You don't know who you are anymore. So then you begin to see that your beauty is only based on what he says. He says you're garbage, then you see yourself as garbage, okay? So that is a bullying tactic and coercive control, okay? You're no longer recognize your identity of who you were meant to be. You no longer recognize your will or your purpose. The last one, which is very hard and triggering for me, was financial abuse. And as a counselor, just hearing this, it's really hurtful how abusers will use tactics, coercive abuse, to control you. So what is that? Financial abuse is when they restrict your freedom to leave the relationship. You got a plan, you ready to go, but he got all your money. So for example, he restricts your budget. You're working at Walmart, Target, you're bringing in $400 to $600 every 2 weeks. Out of the $400 to $600, you're only getting $100. Why? Because he's controlling your paycheck. You have an account. but you don't have access to that account. So one, he's restricting your paycheck. He's cutting your money that you're working for, okay? Number two, he's limiting your access to the bank account. You ain't got no ATM. You ain't got no PIN number. Whatever he gives you out of that $400 to $600 is on him. He decides what he wants to give you. Now, you know, you see your stub, like, hey, this is how much money I'm bringing home. How come you only give me $100? What's the problem? Then they want to control what you buy. You work hard, you're working overtime. You see a pair of Nikes. He tells you, you can't have the Nikes. I want you to go to Payless and get a pair of Bobos. They're just as comfortable. That's too expensive. We got bills to pay. Those are tactics of financial abuse. They prevent you from having a credit card. Okay, if I can't have no money, I'll get a credit card. No, you don't need no credit card. I'll take care of all the money. Whatever you need, ask me. So your abuser is the ATM. Again, you are restricted to a budget. You can't buy what you want. You can't get access to the account. You don't have an ATM card or a PIN number. You don't even know the freaking routing number or the account number to get into your monies because he's holding it. Prevents you from getting a credit card. If you can't get cash, then you decide to get a credit card. It's not going to happen because he controls all the money. Last one is they control and monitor what you spend. Again, you wanted a pair of Nikes or you wanted a True Religion pair of jeans. They're telling you to go to the 10 spot or some S&A store and get a pair for $7. Now you work hard for your money. You want to spend $40 to $60 on a pair of jeans. He's telling you spend $5 to $10. So that is part one, ladies and gentlemen, of coercive abuse. And there are 4 tactics. I just went through it. It's monitoring, isolation, name calling, and financial abuse. If you found this to be helpful, please, 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 I beg of you, put comments in my Instagram post. Let me know if you want more. Thank you so much. This is part 1, and look out every day for the time and the place of when I'm going to give part 2. Thank you so much, guys. Be blessed, and I will see you around. Thank you. Take care. Bye-bye.